Today I will be presenting to you the brief introduction about Google. Google, founded in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, has grown from a Stanford research project into tech giant handling over 8.5 billion daily searches. Its success stemmed from unique hybrid organizational structure, combining product-based and functional team within the flat hierarchy, allowing it to stay agile and innovative despite its massive scale. Google culture thrives on employee empowerment, like the famous 20% time policy that led to breakthroughs such as Gmail and Ascend. A key insight from Project Aristo revealed that psychological safety, trust, and open communication is the foundation of high-performing team. Under Sundar Pichai leadership, Google continued to push boundaries in AI and quantum computing while maintaining a data-driven, experiment-friendly approach. We choose Google because it exemplifies modern organizational excellence, balancing innovation, teamwork, and long-term vision. Its mission to organize the world information offer valuable lessons for any organization aiming to succeed in the digital age.
For team dynamic, Google used a matrix structure where employees belong to both functional department and product teams. This allows for flexible, cross-functional collaboration, like in the Chrome team where engineers, designers, and marketers work closely together. The company encouraged innovation through the 20% time initiative, letting employees work on side projects. Gmail is the one example that came from this. Google research project, Project Aristotle, found that psychological safety is the top factor for team success. Managers are trained to build open, inclusive environment where team members feel safe to speak up. Communication is supported by Google Workspace tools, and diversity is promoted through unbiased hiring and inclusive practice. Roles at Google are fluid, with job rotation, mentoring, and shared leadership based on expertise. Performance is evaluated twice a year using 360-degree feedback and the OKR system, aligning goals at all levels. In summary, Google's team model focuses on empowerment, collaboration, and continuous growth, setting a high standard for effective teamwork. At the top of Google's power structure is Sundar Pichai, CEO of both Google and Alphabet Inc. He holds legitimate power through his role, expert power from his contribution to Chrome and Android, and referent power due to his respected leadership style. Despite Google culture of transparency and meritocracy, office politics still exists. Employees in high-impact areas like ADS or search often gain more informal power and faster promotion. Networking and visibility matter. To reduce unfairness, Google used systems like anonymous feedback, promotion committees, and OKR-based evaluation to focus on performance. In conclusion, while informal power plays a role, Google works to balance influence and fairness, with leaders like Pichai setting the tone.
Google culture is widely recognized as one of its strongest assets. It is built on values such as psychological safety, bold innovation, openness, and employee autonomy. Google encourages employees to take a big risk and challenge conventional norms without fear of failure. This environment has helped the company attract and retain world-class talent while driving continuous innovation. Google work environment is flat and open with minimal hierarchy. Through TGIF, town halls, internal forums, and regular surveys, employees are empowered to voice their opinion, even to top management. The company also invests heavily in well-being, mental health, and diversity, supporting both personal and professional growth. However, with high expectation and cross-functional teams, and conflict can arise often between departments like engineering and product management, or due to cultural difference across office worldwide. Google manages conflict through a structured and proactive approach, drawing on Project Astro and insight about psychological safety. It trains leadership in active listening and inclusive leadership. Tools like weekly retrospective, open decision, and transparent decision improve accountability and reduce misunderstanding. Conflict is addressed through anonymous feedback, HR mediation, and service. In summary, Google culture is not just about comfort and creativity. It's about building systems that can manage conflict while still pushing boundaries. That balance is key to sustain excellence at scale.
Good day everyone. For these sections, I will be explaining how communication takes place within Google organizations. Communication is the process of exchanging information, idea, and emotion between individual or group to achieve mutual understanding. At Google, communication is a practice openly in both directions across all levels of the organizations. The culture emphasizes collaboration, transparency, and innovations. There are several key forms of communication used at Google. First, verbal communication such as the weekly TGIF meeting where top leaders like the CEO update employee and take open questions. Google Meet is also widely used for a virtual team meeting. Second, non-verbal communications including body language and facial expressions play an important role in maintaining a friendly open atmosphere, especially in open office setting. Third, visual communication is used through tools like Google Slide, Chart, and intuitive UI design in products like Google Maps and YouTube, making information easy to understand. Fourth, digital communication using Gmail, Google Chat, and Calendar enable fast, borderless communication across the company's global team. Fifth, Google integrates both formal and informal communications. Formal messages include email and official announcements, while informal chat happen in the lounge or over Google Chat, helping build strong peer relationship. The effectiveness of this channel is seen is how well they support coordination, transparency, and decision making. However, challenging like overload and dependency on tech to exist. Google addressing this with AI feature like Smart Reply in Gmail and internal tech training. In conclusion, communication at Google is a strategic tool that not only supports productivity but also nurtures and innovative and includes work culture. Next, I will present about Google organizational process. Organizational process refers to systematic steps that guide how companies plan, structure, execute, and monitor its operation. At Google, this process are built to support large-scale, fast-moving innovation and global collaboration. There are three main components. First, in terms of strategy, Google aligns all its goals with its mission to organize the world information and make it universally accessible and useful. Tools like SWOT and PESTEL analysis are used to assess opportunities. Google also uses the OKR system, objective and key result to ensure that every team's work aligns with company-wide goals. Second, Google structure is a hybrid of flat and metric design. Small squads or teams are empowered to manage product end-to-end while specialist units called chapters ensure technical standards. This model allows flexibility, speed, and scalability. Third, Google systems are fully integrated and automated. Finance, HR, and procurement systems run on Google Cloud with minimal manual work. Site reliability engineering ensures system stability even during major product launch using tools like Borg for automation and scaling. This process brings major efficiency from shortening development cycle to allowing real-time decision making. However, challenges exist. For example, overlapping project scopes, resources, competition from side projects like 20% time initiative, and technical risks can arise from the system complexity. To manage this challenge, Google promotes a culture of continuous improvement, learning from audits, feedback, and failure reports. In conclusion, Google's strategic, structural, and system-based process drive innovation and efficiency, while its strong organizational culture helps mitigate risk and adapt to constant change.
The shift to hybrid work has created tensions. While it proved flexibility, Google's mandatory in-office policy and badge checking have upset many employees. It feels like a loss of trust and has hurt morale and engagement. Team collaboration has also been affected. Google's cultures rely on in-person creativity, which is hard to replicate online. New hires especially struggles with remote onboarding, weakening their connections to the company value and cultures. Burnout is rising too. Despite wellness programs, employees feel that higher workload and always-on expectations are the real issues, and this remains unaddressed. Google also faced criticisms over slow DEI progress, despite internal programs underrepresentations in leadership and unconscious bias in promotions have hurt trust and inclusivity. The multi-generational workforce adds complexity. Younger employees value flexibility, while older ones may prefer structures. This difference can cause misalignments and frictions in teams. Finally, linking promotions to office presence risks dividing remote and on-site workers, creating inequality and harming retentions. In short, hybrid works, DI gets burned up and generational differences are impacting engagements and innovations. Google must adopt more inclusive, transparent and employee-driven strategies to maintain trust and long-term success.
Now, let's move to recommendation. There are 8 key recommendations for Google from our group. The first one, flexible work policies. Let team design hybrid schedule for better work life. Number 2, transparent communication. Explain decision clearly and gather employee feedback regularly. Number 3, inclusive leadership. Train manager in emotional intelligence and diversity practices. And number 4, psychological safety. Implement conflict resolution system and anonymous reporting. Number 5 is process optimization. Simplify workflow and adopt agile methodologies. And number 6, address workplace trend. Combat remote fatigue and strengthen DEI initiative. And number 7 is leadership pipeline, develop mentoring program and succession plan. And number 8, the learning culture, expand training and wellness program. This strategy will help Google maintaining innovation while supporting employee well-being and organizational resilience.
Finally, in conclusion, Google is a world leader in technology and how it manages people. The company has a flat structure, open culture, and strong focus on innovation. At Google, employees are encouraged to share ideas and make decisions. They ask tools like OKRs, team project, and meetings such as TGIF and Google Meet to stay connected. The CEO Sundar Pichai leads with knowledge, respect, and fairness. Google also using honest and fair system to avoid office politics. Still, Google faces some challenges. This includes managing hybrid work, making leadership more diverse, and reducing burnout in hardworking teams. To solve this, Google can improve teamwork tools, support employees' winners, create file formation system, and offer flexible training. In short, Google is a great example of good company culture and leadership. But to stay successful, it must keep employing for its people and the future.